New Life in the UK Test. Episode 12. There are 5 chapters in this study guide, Values and Principles of the UK. What is the UK? A long and illustrious history. A modern, thriving society. The UK government, the law and law role. Winston Churchill, 1874 to 1965. Churchill became Prime Minister. Churchill was the son of a politician and, before becoming a Conservative MP in 1900, was a soldier and journalist. In May 1940 he became Prime Minister. He lost the general election in 1945 but returned as Prime Minister in 1951. Following his death in 1965, he was given a state funeral. What you need to know. How many times he became Prime Minister. Which party he belongs to. Other professions. Possible question is, what did Churchill do before politics? He was a farmer. He was a poet and writer. He was an actor. He was a soldier and journalist. Correct answer is, he was a soldier and journalist. Possible question 2 is, when Winston Churchill became Prime Minister for the first time. In 1935, in 1940, in 1945, in 1949. Correct answer is, in May 1940 he became Prime Minister. During the war, he made many famous speeches including lines which you may still hear. First speech after he became Prime Minister, 1940. Churchill's first speech to the House of Commons after he became Prime Minister, 1940. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. What you need to know. His first speech. What was that and when he gave? Possible question is, which of the following statements is correct? Churchill's first speech, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat, after he became Prime Minister. Churchill's first speech, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat, after the Battle of Britain. Correct answer is, Churchill's first speech, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat, after he became Prime Minister. Speech after Dunkirk 1940. Speech to the House of Commons after Dunkirk 1940. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. What you need to know. After Dunkirk. Speech 2. Possible question is, in 1940, who gave the following speech to the House of Commons after Dunkirk? We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. Margaret Thatcher, Alexander Fleming, Winston Churchill, David Cameron. Correct answer is speech during the Battle of Britain. Speech to the House of Commons during the Battle of Britain, 1940. Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. On the 6th of June 1944, Allied forces landed in Normandy. This event is often referred to as D-Day. Following victory on the beaches of Normandy, the Allied forces pressed on through France and eventually into Germany. The Allies comprehensively defeated Germany in May 1945. What you need to know. Speech to the House of Commons. When Allied forces landed in Normandy. What is D-Day? When Allies comprehensively defeated Germany. Possible question is, when Allies comprehensively defeated Germany, in May 1940, in May 1945, in May 1948, in May 1946. Correct answer is, the Allies comprehensively defeated Germany in May 1945. The war against Japan ended in August 1945 when the United States dropped its newly developed atom bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The war was finally over. What you need to know. War against Japan ends. Japanese cities. Who dropped the bomb? Possible question is the statement true or false? In August 1945, when the United States dropped its newly developed atom bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. True. False. Correct answer is true. In August 1945, when the United States dropped its newly developed atom bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Alexander Fleming, 1881 to 1955. Born in Scotland, Fleming moved to London as a teenager and later qualified as a doctor. He was researching influenza, the flu, in 1928 when he discovered penicillin. This was then further developed into a usable drug by the scientists Howard Florey and Ernst Chain. By the 1940s it was in mass production. Fleming won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1945. Penicillin is still used to treat bacterial infections today. What you need to know. Place of birth. What he discovered. What he won in 1940s. Possible question is, what did Alexander Fleming discover? Jet engine, hovercraft, television, penicillin. Correct answer is, in 1928, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. Hope you like this video. Please feel free to write your suggestions in comments section for future videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video.